Hello, racing fans. Welcome to Delaware Park. I'm your host, JJ Gracie. We'll be watching races for Wednesday, the 26th of October. We had 8 races today, and our feature race was the 7th. It was a filly Merrill Allens going 6 furlongs. Our main track today was sloppy. The weather here today was cloudy, rain on and off, temps in the 60, and the wind's about 5 miles an hour from the south. And Josh Brown was our track announcer. So let's kick off the opener. That's claiming 20,000, which never won 3, going 6 furlongs. Here's the first.
Away and running to a picture-perfect start. Good speed for the favorite. 6 o'clock Sarah has an uncontested lead. Deep on the course is Fabs, and one off path off the rail is Dare Me. Luck Be a Lady tonight is 3 paths off the fence in the opening furlong. And Marumbi is last of all, but only 2 lengths would cover all 5. 4.5 furlongs to go, and 6 o'clock Sarah's well off the fence and has the lead, and she shows the way by 3/4 of a dwindling length. Fabs on the outside's a co-second with Marumbi, who stays ground saving, and Dare Me splits rivals and starts to drive now. And Luck Be a Lady tonight was in tight, passing the 3.5 and is relegated to the tail. 5/16 to go. 6 o'clock Sarah hasn't been asked yet. The lead's a length and a quarter. A 3-pronged attack right behind this one, including Fabs 3 wide. The rail belongs to Marumbi. Dare Me's floated out deep. Luck Be a Lady tonight's even wider than that as they turn to the top of the stretch. 6 o'clock Sarah gets a reminder or two and keeps her mind on running, and is now scoots away from the opposition with a 3-length lead. Marumbi clinging on to second, and Dare Me trying to pass that rival. First of the day was easy as 1, 2, 3. 6 o'clock Sarah has won it. Over
6
Marumbi.
o'clock Sarah going off at 2 to 5. Give Jamie Ness his first of 2 today. Give him his 59th. Give J Rod his 128th. 1A, 2, 3, 4. 340, 280, 210. Marumba 340, 240, and Dare Me was third, 630 on your exactor. Your try, $8.30. Second race, maiden 2-year-old, 10,000 going 1 mile. Here's your start.
They're set. Away and running. Slow to go with Sigmund. Good speed today from River Full. Dart's also showing good early toe, and also in the mix is Mr. Nibs, who was reluctant to load. And AB Chevy is right there too. The one who's very deep on the track is Slingshot Boy. And now Sigmund grabs a joint 3rd place position, and Shadow Bay is second to last. So after the dust settles under the sloppy conditions here, the leader is River Full on the outside and takes the lead as they leave the first turn behind. Slingshot Boy starts a steady advance, but is already under a drive on the outside, and in the 3rd place position, Darts a ground-saving trip. Then we have Sigmund, who floats along in between runners in 4th. There's a gap of 3 back to AB Chevy, 1 path off the rail, sharing 5th with Mr. Nibs, and the trailer is Shadow Bay. It's a 4-pronged attack up front as that half-mile pole looms. River Full's under the gun, and Darts applying that heavy pace pressure in second. Sigmund comes under a ride, and so does Slingshot Boy. Then AB Chevy's off the inside with Mr. Nibs ground saving, and nothing today from Shadow Bay as River Full is slipping away from the opposition here to a 3-length lead. Dart continues to ride that rail. Slingshot Boy trying to get on track. Sigmund has no more to give, and the others of little consequence as they turn to the top of the stretch. River Full goes extremely wide in the 9 path, but still has the lead. Dart has all kinds of space up the fence of good enough, and Dart's on a charge now, and here comes Dart to strike the top inside the final 200 yards. River Full's going to test this one the length of the 16th pole, but Dart's just too good in the stretch run, and River Full in a wide trip was costly here. Dart is first with the money on.
Dart lived up to his back and going off at 3 to 5. Give Chelsea Mosey her 10th. Give John Arado his 24th. And Dart gets claimed. Also, Sigmund gets claimed. 340, 220, 210 on the winner. River Fall, 280, 240. Slingshot Boy, 240. And the 3 was 4, 550 on your exacta, 565 on your try. Your daily double, 560. 10-cent super, $4.13. Let's go to the 3rd race. Optional claiming 25, 1 mile and 70 yards. Here's Josh.
Away and running to a nice start. Exacting's the first one to pop out of the gate. Loose Ends is also keeping that one company, and Deep Faith now scampers up the sloppy rail. Rockin' the Palace is wide in the early mix in front of Shoot the Messenger, and Style is trying to beat the boys today and shares fifth with Shoot the Messenger. Around the first turn they go, passing the foliage, and Exacting is the one who makes play, but here comes a long shot Rockin' the Palace, and these two have kicked on with 3/4 of a mile to go. So at 60-1, Rockin' the Palace tries to create a huge upset today, and it's nice and relaxed on the front end too. Exacting tries to rally from that second place position, and Loose Ends with no excuses today with those 7 second place finishes is also right there lurking in the shadows in third. Deep Faith rides the rail in fourth, and a huge divide back to Shoot the Messenger and Style deep on the course. There's 4 furlongs to go, and Rockin' the Palace has the target on her back, and he leads the way by a length and a half, but now Loose Ends is ready to roll on the outside in second. Exacting starts to backpedal and gets a couple of pops of the crop, not responding. Deep Faith is off the rail, and Shoot the Messenger comes under a ride. So now Loose Ends with a positive kick now kicks away from the quarter pole with a 3/4 of a length lead. Rockin' the Palace tries to dig deep, and now Deep Faith is rolling sweetly, and Deep Faith has the split if good enough as they turn for home. Loose Ends has a fight on his hands, and Deep Faith comes calling for the lead. 220 yards to go, and Deep Faith now starts to pour it on. Loose Ends is trying to battle back, is going to run second once again, and Deep Faith has scored over Loose Ends, Shoot the Messenger, and
Deep Faith going off at 7-2, makes it 2 in a row here at Delaware Park. Give Chuck Spina his second, give Treehouse his fourth, give 923 $210 on the winner. Loose Ends 220 210, Shoot the Messenger 210. The 8 was 4, 780 on the year exact, a 565 when you're trying. Your daily double $9, your pick 3 $9.85. 10-cent super, $9.48. Let's go maiden 25,000, 2-year-old fillies, 6 furlongs. Here's Josh.
away and running. Good speed on the outside from Rosie Express, who beats everyone like they were standing still, and now Peeps Day descends on that rival, and so does Filtered Light. Rosie Express came away a hard-ridden third at this stage, and Golden Heart is in that fourth place position. Jessica's Race is splashing up the rail to sheer fifth, and then She Made Me Blush, who was reluctant prior to the start, and What an Ocean's out the back. But these two ladies take their battle to the 3.5, and Filter Light comes away with a 3/4 of a length lead. Peeps Day is right there chasing the speed in second, and Rosie Express is third, now starting to close in ever so slowly. The rail belongs to Jessica's Race, and now What a Notion is coming alive in those orange sleeves on the outside. They have a quarter to go. Filter Light continues to strut her stuff. The lead's a length and a quarter. Peeps Day tries to counter in second. Rosie Express continues to close in and brushes with What a Notion as they turn for home. Filtered Light desperately clinging to the lead. Rosie Express now has her mind set and takes over the lead inside the final 100 yards. And Filtered Light has nowhere to give in the concluding stages. Rosie Express at even money did not disappoint. What a Notion got up for second.
Rosie Express wins in hand, in command. Give Jamie Ness his 60. J Rod is 129th. Give the winner 420, 280, 220. What a Notion. Watch out next time. $764. Filter Light 360, and the 3 was fourth. 1950 on the exact, at 35.25 on your 12. Your daily double 10-50. Your pick 3 $11.55. Your pick 4 28.25. Your 10-cent super $92.86. Fifth race claiming 12.5, going 6 furlongs. Here's your start. Here's Josh.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for My Beau. One from the inside. Satchel to Riches is adding fuel to the fire, and there goes Pepe and Haywood to take over the leading role. The favorite Bailey near the back of the field, with Nick the Card Shark last of all. So those are the 5 unsettling down into a 3-pronged fight up top. Pepe and Haywood floors it from gate 5. My Beau is right there injecting more speed, and Satchel to Riches also wants a piece of the action, and Bailey has no excuses today, and a distant second last is Nick the Card Shark as they swing the side. Pepe and Haywood going as fast as he can for as long as he can. And Bailey's ready to take up the chase in second. Nothing from Satchel to Riches at the rail or My Bow. Nick the Card Shark starts to close in but is 8 lengths down from a tearaway leader. Pepe and Haywood swings off the turn with a 3-length lead. Here comes Nick the Card Shark, very wide but closing sweetly. They're homeward bound. Pepe and Haywood has a 3-length lead that's starting to melt away like a snow cone in Phoenix. Here comes Nick the Card Shark, but the lead is healthy, and Pepe and Haywood's upset minded at 11-1 over Nick the.
Pepe and Haywood went gate to wire. We're going off at 11-1. Give Mina his 30-30. Spinalva his 7th. $24, 740, 340 on a winner. Nick the Card Shark, 340, 220. Bailey was third, 210, and the 2 was fourth. 39.40 on your exacta, 34.05 on your try, 44.80 on your daily double. Your pick 3, 66.25, and you get a 10-cent refund. 6 race filly mare, optional claiming 12, going 1 mile and 60 yards. Here's your 6, and here's Josh.
Away and running. Hushall hopped at the start. Towering Gaze had a good start, but there goes the speed of Viking Queen. A little headstrong too, but has a lead nevertheless. Our Tenderoni gets up to that rail and is very ranked too. And Positive Powers 3 wide as there's 2 sets of 3 around this first of 2 left turns. Towering Gaze came away in 4th. A troubled start leaves Hushall second last. And Anika Gold, who broke on the rail, is deep on the course, leaving the first turn behind. So Viking Queen, nice and settled down, and shows the way by only half a length. But our Tenderoni is right there chasing the pace in that second place position. There's a gap of 2. Back to Positive Powers, 1 path off the rail with no excuses, chasing a race that's void of any early speed today, and Anika Gold is even wider than that. It's a ground-saving trip for Towering Gaze, and that one is passed by Hushall. So the lukewarm pace battle continues, and now our Tenderoni tries to put a nose in front, and Viking Queen is battling on, and these 2 ladies go to the turn in step past the 3.5. There's a gap of 5 back to Positive Power, who's all in that 4th place position as they get ready to pass the 3 furlong peg. Now our Tenderoni comes calling for the lead. Viking Queen tries to dig deep and find more. Positive Powers now getting on track from 3rd, and Hushall's off the fence as they're homeward bound. Our Tenderoni has kicked away from the opposition and leads by 4. Positive Power claims 2nd. Viking Queen has nowhere to give, and Hushall just at this 1 pace, but our Tenderoni looking for the competition, and there's nobody in sight. Positive Powers holding on to 2nd, and Viking Queen battles Hushall for the trifecta position, which goes to Hushall, but it's all our Tenderoni who's in front. Over Positive Power, Hushall.
Our Tenderoni made it look easy. Stopped the timer at 147 in change to return 640, 380, 260. Positive Power 420, 280. Hushall 360 and the 6 is 4th. $12 on the exacta, 29.05 on the try. Your daily double 23.90. Your pick 380, 280. And your 10-cent super, $13.32. That'll bring us up to the 7th race, which is a feature. Filly Mare Allowance, 1 mile and 68th. Here's your feature.
Away and running. Good rail speed from cashing big checks. There goes Collins Gray Lady. The long shot engages the favorite early on, and they are only 2 lengths clear. Intrepid Dream pops off the fence and is 3 wide at the 15/16 pole, and Tiz herself is out deep on the course. My Boss Lady is ground saving. In between rivals is Wasser, and lagging behind early on is Abby the Bulldog. So cashing big checks with the money on is unopposed and shows the way by a length. Collins Gray Lady tracks in a patiently ridden 2nd. And Intrepid Dream is getting closer to this race that is lackluster in terms of early pace. My Boss Lady stays towards the inside against the sloppy rail in 4th, and Tiz herself is 1 path deep. Now Wasser is coming alive to the inside and trying to pick off those 2 rivals to claim that 4th place position, and Abby the Bulldog still last of all. So the pace picks up just a bit with cashing big checks and Collins Gray Lady. Those 2 ladies take their battle to the 3.5, and they lead by a length and a half. Intrepid Dream is right there off the fence under a loose rein and gets a couple of reminders to stay on the speed. Then My Boss Lady stays at that rail under a drive as Tiz herself, and the last two, Wasser and Abby the Bulldog, of little consequence today. The quarter pole looms for cashing big checks. She still has a 1.5 length lead. Intrepid Dream with this long sustained drive, and Collins Gray Lady tries to close in. Tiz herself is wide. They turn to the top of the stretch where cashing big checks continues to chart the course on top. Intrepid Dream continues to gain inches inside the final furlong. Cashing big checks dwindled lead. Here comes Intrepid Dream at 12-1, who is up and past in the final 16th of a mile. Intrepid Dream has won
Intrepid
it.
Dream doesn't run very much. She's won 3 out of 4 races. She went off at 12-1. Give Gary Chapman his 8th. 27, 20, 10, 87, 40. Cashing big checks, 322.60. Collins Gray Lady, 416. His 6 is 4th. Your exacta 46.40. Your try 176. Your daily double 80.10. Your pick 3 246.70. Your pick 5 $12,861 even, and your 10-cent super 72.77. That'll bring us up to the finale and the feature. That's claiming 62.50, going 6 furlongs. Here's your last.
Away and running. Good speed for the favorite Any Minute, who breaks sharp. Marshall is also right there chasing a solo act that belongs to Any Minute. Deep on the course is Runner, and up the inside is I Am It. So that's the quartet in the opening furlong, and Any Minute is unopposed and shows the way by almost 2.5 lengths. He's the solo guy as they point towards the 4, and Runner now emerges from out of the other 2 to be in that second place position. Marcel has no excuses today in that third place spot, and I Am It continues to lag at the back of the pack with 3 furlongs to go. Any Minute, the favorite, struts his stuff to a 3-length lead. Runner takes up the chase in second. Marcel comes under a ride, and I Am It is still the distant trailer as they approach the quarter pole, where Any Minute still continues to show the hills to everyone else. Runner is continuing to chase in second as they turn to the top of the stretch. Any Minute continues to lead. The lead's about 3. Runner's trying to get closer inside the final 1/8 of a mile, but Any Minute still giving plenty at odds of 1-2. Runner ran hard, but was second best to the winner, and Any Minute and the favorite is home on top. Over Runner, who was second. I Am at third, and then
Any Minute led from gate to wire for Andy Simoff. The return $3, $2.10, and you got a refund. Runner was second, $2.40 refund. I Am It was third. The 5 was fourth. $3.30 on your exact, a 50-cent refund. $28.80 on your daily double. Your pick 3, $51.05. Your pick 4, $7.59.30, and a 10-cent super. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. You see J-Rod picked up 2, Donald Santana picked up 2, Mena picked up 1, and John Geraldo picked up 1. On the trainer side of the board, we get Jamie Ness picked up 2, and Capuano picked up 1. That's the look at the leaderboard here at Delaware Park for Wednesday. The handle, $994,458. So for the crew here at Delaware Park, I'm your host, J.J. Gracie. Good night, good racing. Always find yourself in the winner's circle.